Nation, are we here?
The best show for Chicago sports.
Oh my God!
Yeah. I gotta keep it cool today. Man. The vocal cords are physically in pain. Man, appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us as always, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. The only channel to talk Chicago sports. How Chicago talk. Make sure that you get in tune with us, man. On the docket today. Does a Bulls run at this point really mean anything? At the end of this season, do we view AKNE's moves in the offseason as successful? And looking around the NBA, crazy game out in Brooklyn or out in Milwaukee last night. Milwaukee versus Brooklyn. But got another questionable play from that Bucks team, dog. Another couple of them. Are they the new NBA's bad boys? Breaking down all that and more right here on the Windy City Free Sports Talk Live. Make sure you guys share up the video. Make sure you guys like the video. Subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. We don't want y'all to miss a thing, man. So make sure that you hit that bell. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us as always, man. Another lit day off of a great night. It's always a good night when the Bulls get a dub, right? You always come in feeling a little bit better when the Bulls get a dub, right? You know what I'm saying? You walk in the room with a little more swagger in your step. You walk into the work in the morning with a little more confidence in your talk. A little more gait in your walk. You know what I'm saying? What a game last night. What a game last night. The Bulls got the job done versus the Los Angeles Clippers. And they did it in great fashion, man. That second half, that fourth quarter was masterful, not just from DeMar DeRozan, who dropped 50, by the way. Not just from DeMar DeRozan, who dropped 50, by the way. But just from the Bulls in general, man. Just from the Bulls in general. They did a great job defensively, being active. They did a great job fighting back to get back into that game, clawing, scrapping to get back into that game. And the crazy part is they were only ever down at most 15. It wasn't like that game was out of reach, but how they were playing, how they were going about the game, how they were moving, it felt like that game was going to finish out the same way that a lot of these games have. It felt like that game was going to finish out the same way that a lot of these Bulls games have finished out. And thank God that's not the case. You got to find a way to get the job done, and they found a way to get the job done. Bulls did a good job last night just getting themselves, and it's wild, right? I said it during the live, right? The Bulls, to me, remind me of Shaquille O'Neal. Until they prove me wrong, I will stand on this. Last night in the fourth quarter, guess what? You did a good job proving me wrong. keep proving me wrong, but they remind me of Shaquille O'Neal in the sense that Shaq would do things in practice to work on becoming a better free throw shooter. Shaq would do things in practice to work on being a better free throw shooter. And in practice, guess what? Shaq could knock down about 80% of his free throws. He would come in, 1-2, put it up, cash. 1-2, take a breath, put it up, cash. But then what will we see? What will we see from him? He'd get in the game. 1, put it up, miss. 1, put it up, miss. 1-2, put it up, miss. 1-2, take a breath. Finally make one. Right? And he would finish out the game upset that he missed free throws when he didn't do the things that got him to the point where he was making free throws. You have to do what works. And last night, for most of that game, the Bulls didn't do what works. In that fourth quarter, the Bulls did what works. In that fourth quarter, the Bulls came out and they gave you the run that they needed. In that fourth quarter, guess what? They went back to Nikola Vucevic. In that fourth quarter, they came out and they found a way to start working together as a team. Ball movement, consistent ball movement. That's what you got to do to win in this league, dog. Shay, what's wrong with the mic? You say it sound bad? Well, it do sound weird. What's going on with the mic? Let's see. Is that better? Test, test, test. Try that out. Try that on for size. Maybe I bring that down a little bit right there. But you have to find a way to continue to do what works. If you're not going to continue to do what works, guess what? It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you do. The Bulls have the talent. It's about here. It's about here. Right? They're a talented team. The Bulls have all the talent in the world. They got guys that can score. Still tweaking, huh? Hold on, we're going to have to do this live on air, unfortunately. Let me see if I can fix these technical difficulties. Just my luck. Test, test. Oh, that's loud. Test, 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 test. There we go. I feel better about that. Y'all feel better about that? Y'all feel better about that? Yeah? Hey, sometimes that's how you got to do it. That's how you got to do it sometimes. Hey, it is what it is. It's a one-man show in this mug, man. It's a one-man show in this mug. You got to tune it yourself sometimes. Appreciate the chat for helping me out, making sure that the show sounds crisp. So again, here's the question on the table. Does a Chicago Bulls rally at this point mean anything? Does a Chicago Bulls rally at this point mean anything to your season? Is it the case of, hey, if we get hot, we can ride into this mug? If we get hot, we roll into this mug, completely different, heading into the playoffs, feeling good about ourselves. Or is it a case of, yeah, you won some nice games at the end of the season, it's not going to change what this team was? And that's on the Chicago Bulls. That's up here. That's up here. That's up here. Last night was a big win. Last night was a big win. It was. It was huge. Guts TV was good. Corey was good. Steve-O was good. Last night was a big win. It was huge. But guess what? That's one. How many times have we said this season, can you do it again? How many times have we said this year, can you do it again? It's a good win last night. No, not taking away. Good heart. We saw heart. We saw fight. I'm not going to lie to you. If the Bulls had played like that, I don't know about y'all, right? But I'm one of them people that I need to see the effort. If the Bulls had played like that and lost, but they fought to the very last breath like that, we would have pointed out things that they did wrong, but I absolutely would have said, I like how they finished the game, though. We would have absolutely pointed to the things they did wrong, but then said, I like how they finished the game. I would have said that at least. I like how they finished the game. Now, I like how they finished the game a lot more with a win, but I like how they finished the game. It's all about the effort that you show with the with the talent that you have. If they show that level of effort that they showed in the fourth quarter in the rest of these games, whether we win all of them, win two of them, win three of them, you got to win some of them. You can't lose all of them. But win, you know what I'm saying, to get to the point where you're solidified in a playoff spot or out of the play-in. But also, your team is showing heart, effort. Yeah, I'm going to feel a little bit better about you going into the playoffs here. I'm going to feel a little bit better about them going into the playoffs. And it's all about turning it on at the right time. Is this the right time? We saw a rally last night. Say the Bulls do keep it consistent. I gave you the stat. They're 72%. They have a 72% win percentage at home. It actually probably went up last night. Based on math, it would have had to go up last night, right? Let me give you the updated numbers here. Bulls right now, 27-10 at home, a 73% win percentage. I'm sorry, 27-10. A 73% win percentage. Right now at home, they are a dominant team. At home, they get the job done. So if I'm playing the percentages, guess what? We probably get one loss out of the next 4 at home, 5 at home, 4 at home. I want to see if this team can keep what we saw working going. That's the thing we haven't seen in the second half of the season. That's the thing that we haven't seen work for the Bulls in the second half of the season because they go away from it. Last night was big for you. How do you build on it? That's what it's all about. Last night was great. That was last night. And there's something to be said when you look at this, how this team has played in these last couple of games, and who's been the guy that's gotten the job done for you. There's people in here that came with a lot of slander for Vooch. I had words with them, you know what I'm saying? But last night, when you went to Vooch and you finally started putting them in the paint, 22 points, 14 rebounds, 3 for 5 from the three-point line, 9 for 19 on the night. Had a tough shooting stretch there after you went away from them in the first quarter. Go with what works. Go with what works. Zach LaVine is hurt. And you can't, here's the thing, right? You can't diminish what P. Will gave you in that fourth quarter. Again, like I said, can you do it again? That's what this is all about. That's what this whole finish to this season is about. Can you do it again? As we welcome in the man, the myth, the legend, the man formerly known as Ringo J, Mr. Stefan Adon, into the building.
Yo, what's good?
What's good with you, Steph, man? I ain't seen you in a little minute, my guy.
Hey man, we was getting some work done on the house.
Whole house remodeled.
You know what?
I said the whole house got remodeled.
Nah, just so they was basically doing the steps, like the outside steps and then the steps on the inside.
Hey, y'all needed that. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
Them steps is dangerous.
The steps on the outside, like not by the elevator door,
Yeah.
but like by the outside, it was like crooked. So you had to like take the bricks out, all that other stuff. So yeah, we was getting some work done on the house.
Yeah, y'all was living dangerously out here, my boy.
Yeah. Then I got some groceries delivered to the crib. So.
Oh, okay. I feel you. Well, how you feeling, my guy?
No, I'm good.
How's Miami?
I'm good. It's Friday. You know?
How's Miami?
Hey, we good. Just finally figured out recently that we not tanking apparently. But
hey, listen. They said bring on Brooklyn.
Hey, I was like, oh, Eric Spoelstra was like, we starting Strucer now. I was like, oh, okay. He came out there, got them 2 late blocks on Tatum. I was like, yeah, we not taking.
Hey, we living with that.
We
I
not
ain't gonna
tanking.
lie to you. I'm definitely living with Strus over Duncan Robinson on the bench. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, it was a change that was needed. He immediately came down and knocked. He immediately came in and knocked down 4 threes. I was like, okay.
Duncan have been playing cheeks. I ain't gonna lie. Duncan's definitely been playing cheeks. Let me ask you. I'll ask you though. From the outside looking in, right? Bulls beat the Clippers last night. I think we all kind of feel the same way about the Clippers too. Like the Clippers aren't like they're an 8th seed because they were injured, not because they're bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you feel like a rally at this point means something for the Chicago Bulls?
I said it last night, going into that third quarter, fourth quarter, like this. Now ultimately, like you said, the
Oh
two
yeah, you did disrespect us right before the comeback happened. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey,
I definitely did.
I'm gonna give Ringo credit for the win. I'm gonna give Ringo credit for the win, man. Because
I definitely did that. Listen though, because I was looking at the game.
Nah. Ain't no listen though.
You got no. The Bulls got the dub, but I was legit looking at the game. I was like, bro, this is hovering around 13 to 15. Like they legit. Hey, there it go. Hey, that's me. I hope that. Hey, but at the time, legitimately, they was legit hovering around 13 to 15. I'm like, hey man, the Bulls don't seem like they got control of this game, like at all. And then, hey, DeMar put on the cape, got the 50 ball, cool. You play defense, cool. Can we keep it up?
Oh yeah,
like.
No, that is what it comes down to. 100%.
It legit did nothing for me. Like
it's what it comes down to, and it's what you have to look at to say, is this team legitimate? Is this team like it's a great win? I think the Clippers are a top team in the Western Conference if Paul George never gets hurt. So I think that they're playing at that level, and I think you have to look at. Listen, I'm fine with us doing the Paul George is injured. That's why the Bulls won. Or he's still not 100%, or he's on a minutes restriction. That's why the Bulls won. But I'm not here for the conversation of, oh well, if Caruso came back in, or if Paul George was in overtime, the Bulls would have lost. Y'all, how well did Paul George shoot last time Caruso guarded? Shot 7 for 22. You know what he shot last night? 7 for 20.
That must be killing me.
He had 22 points on 20 shots.
Hey fam, you know what it be though? It be the like it's either this or that when Mugs win. Like it's either this happened for them to get the win, or this happened for them to get the win. It's just no outright like, hey,
yeah,
they beat us. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not never none of that. The one thing I will say, bro, they got to keep. If the Bulls want to make a playoff run, and I fully think they may play the Celtics, I don't know how that's gonna go. It's still 5 games left in the season. Dog, get Vooch to basketball. I don't know what's going on with these last 2 games, especially from 3. That man was like, "Oh, these mugs must have." I know I've been streaky, but these mugs must have forgot I can shoot.
Hey, they do disrespect him. I'm not gonna lie to you. They do disrespect him.
I know they be big disrespecting.
They be like, "Oh, is that Vooch?"
Like, and they're giving that man a rush treatment. I was like,
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hold on, dog. Like he can knock that mug down.
Hey, what's going on? I'm like, but he been killing though. I just really hope they keep getting him the ball. But yeah, man, I don't think the win did nothing to me. Like I'm not moved by it. I mean, I just want to see them keep up. The defense of it. My man Pete Will showed up. Wait for Kid to say that he don't rebound 12 boards last night.
I think Kid said in the chat last night, like I said, he don't rebound. He proved me wrong. I think
Hey,
I
man,
think I
yeah,
seen
nah,
that in the chat last night, but I was focused on the game that was happening. So
that man had 12 boys last night. But yeah, it's just can they keep it up? I mean, I hope so, because these next 5 games, I mean, look, last week the sky was falling on the Heat. Now everybody's singing Kumbaya. We back. Nobody want to fight nobody.
yeah,
You know,
they probably still want to fight people.
Milwaukee, Giannis making his case for MVP. Cause I mean, hey, I fully knew that the Bulls game was going on last night. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was definitely flipping back and forth, and I caught that whole fourth quarter in the OT.
Yeah.
Giannis.
Fam, the step back 3 was hilarious.
The
I'm not gonna
step, the
lie
step
to you.
back 3 is sending in the OT. I was like, legit, you got it. You got it. If he doing that,
Yeah, you doing that.
I got nothing.
Hey, you doing that, you best player in the NBA.
Hey,
You best
I'm
player
like,
in the world. You doing that, you
when
best
he
player in
hit
the
it,
world.
I'm like, they gonna win this game. They're gonna win this game.
Here's something to think about, right? Like, and this is why I asked this, because heading into the playoffs right now, the Bulls are matched up with Philly based on the latest playoff seedings.
Right.
And so that's really what you're looking at. You're looking at how this thing's gonna match up when it gets to the playoffs. If you finish out this last 5 where y'all ain't taking no more, so a win versus Miami would be big. You've got Milwaukee, you've got Boston. You take 2 of 3 of those. Do you feel better heading into the Philly series, especially against a Philly team that is, I mean, listen, I told y'all as soon as the trade happened, this man finna be tired. Joel Embiid looks exhausted.
We both told y'all that.
Joel Embiid looks exhausted.
The funny thing is that man legit went and was like, we could definitely rebound. He said that on the pod. I was like, what?
The numbers would say that is a lie. But I mean, he legitimately looks exhausted out there. Not having, I mean, and this is the thing, right? People don't think about how drastic a change it is quickly. Mm-hmm. It's a quick, like, hey, I got this dude that can rebound. Oh, where'd he go? I got this dude that can play 20, 25 minutes. Oh, where'd he go? You know what I'm saying? Looking at how the East is breaking down right now. Heat sit up top at 1. Bucks are at 2. Half game behind them. Celtics at the 3 spot. Sixers at the 4. Bulls are 5 right now. You got that Bulls-Sixers matchup, and the Bulls are only a game and a half back. Game and a half back.
They gotta show me. They gotta
Raptors.
show me some of these next 2 games.
And that's really what
the
it
next
is.
3 really, because you gotta show me something against Boston too, though.
And that's really what it is. You gotta show me that you can do it. Guess what? There are 2 teams in front of you that we're gonna play right now. There are 3 teams in front of you, but there's 2 teams in front of you that we're gonna play right now. That if they hit a slump at the end of this season or something crazy, that you legitimately could be playing. It could be Philly. It could be Boston. It could be Milwaukee. Like, the race is that close in the Eastern Conference.
Hey Shay, it's a very different Boston team. Like I need y'all to understand. Like, all this disrespect floating around
haven't
about
beaten Boston both times anyway.
This is a very different Boston team. Very different Boston team. So it's not, and like it was last night. I think Stacey said it. Clippers shot 6 threes that was contested.
Yeah,
the Clippers just drilled it.
Hey, that they was shooting crazy.
Who
is Marcus Morris?
Then I can clean say that, hey, like, okay, we lost, but I played great defense.
Fam,
like,
who is
like
Marcus Morris, bro?
Shot.
Who is Marcus Morris?
But at a minimum, what that tells me is, hey, bro, we can play defense.
Yeah.
we could shore up those corner threes. We can stay home. We don't have to help 24/7. Like that's the type of stuff that me and Pat is talking about when it comes to defense. Cause I was in the game chat yesterday. Me Brandon Terrence was talking about it. At minimum, this team's identity needs to be defense. They technically not even supposed to be scoring like this.
Yeah.
They not. They if we being honest, they really not supposed to be scoring like that. This team is supposed to be hung defensively. They last night that showed me, hey, if we defend like this and they hit shots, I'm cool with losing. But at minimum, we can defend like that.
Yeah.
P. Will gave you those minutes. Those was positive minutes last night. Is that going to carry over? Is that going to carry over for Billy? Is he going to make that translator? Yeah, and I think Billy may be waiting on, like the last 2 games of the season or the playoffs to start. P. Will, no, you need to do that now.
I don't know.
And
this is the reason why I don't know. I like how it's being staggered. Starting don't mean nothing. Starting don't mean nothing.
Okay, I'm listening.
Starting don't mean nothing when I'm staggering the lineups, and you see how he's doing it, right? So when you get about 3 minutes of the starters, then you see DeMar come out. Now you got Zach by himself. You bring in P. Will. You bring in Kobe White. You work that lineup out, and then Zach sits down. DeMar comes back in. P. Will stays in. It's all about a rotation. I don't care if P. Will starts or not. I care who finishes on the court.
Okay.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah,
I had to think about that. One. I don't care who starts. I care who finishes on the court. I care who finishes the game. Because to me, the more important thing that this Bulls team has to do is close out these games with P. Will on the floor. Because you need that defense. But I can't close out these games with P. Will on the floor if he gives me 0 offensively. P. Will last night with 10 points, all at the end of the game. I can put you out there. And you saw Billy adjusting from the pick and roll. Taking Vooch out, putting Javonte in, essentially letting P. Will play the 5. That's a lineup that's really good if you can run that in and out of there. In the playoffs, like y'all got to understand, in the playoffs, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see a lot of, offense for defense, timeout, get them out of there. Yep, you go in. All right, free throw. Yep, put them back in. All right, timeout. Look, offense for defense. You're going to see a ton of that. It's a chess game in the playoffs.
And look, Billy last night, Billy definitely adjusted because when Batum was at the 5, like the first half, he wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah.
Second half, all right. Let's get P. Will in there. Let's get P. Will in there. And then the funny thing is, when he was in there on Paul George, because everybody was making this big thing like, oh, this is the first time we're gonna see them together. Like, he was on Paul George hip.
Yeah.
He was on Paul George hip. Like, so.
No, he did a good job sticking with him.
He did a great job. He did a great job. The thing is, it's gonna come down, like it's really gonna be on everybody, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be on the players to execute in those big time spots. And last night they did that defensively. We just want to see them, continue to do that. I get upset because I told y'all when AK drafted P. Will, I said this from Jump Street. I said the first pick AK makes for this team is going to be how they're built defensively. P. Will is a defender. This should be the team's identity. So, with that being said, they can definitely like they can definitely carry this on to the next game. Will they do that? Maybe, but we actually think that they can. But right now, as it stands, I still don't have them coming out the first round because it's not consistent enough.
Even with the fall off of Philly. Even with the fall, because right now,
if it's Philly,
hate that my voice
if
is
it's
going
Philly,
in and
I'll
out.
say 6. If it's Philly, I'll say 6.
In a loss,
They.
man, Embiid is exhausted. I'm
I
sorry,
think the Bulls beat them in 6.
Harden can't.
Oh, but did you see? Doc Rivers, he called him out last night.
Yeah, I'm about to pull it up now. Harden can't.
I got the Bulls. I got the Bulls in 6 in that matchup.
Like he can't keep. What's the word I'm looking for? He can't be the reason that Philly wins. Right? Like if he's the reason Philly wins, I'll live with that. I live with that.
But
hey, that's a fact, AK. He said, Pat, but the Sixers have cork miles. Hey, fork and cork miles be cooking us, bro. Fork and cork miles be absolutely
but see, that's the thing, though. At the end of the game, and they said it, and even in the Bucks game, they said the reason why they lost. Hey, bro, him and Giannis was going head up. You got the ball last.
Yeah.
You just came out and said he the MVP.
Yeah.
Did you not? Give him the basketball. I got this floater in the lane that I'm about to.
But even that, bro, like it's he's exhausted.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, because he running him into the ground.
Looking at Embiid, like, yes, they're running him into the ground, bro.
They're running him into the ground.
Like he's going to have to be the alpha, omega, and the beta on that team for that to work. Here was Doc Rivers talking about James Harden last night as he called him out.
The bench unit struggled compared to their bench.
Well, they didn't struggle. They didn't get a lot of shots, in their defense. I think during that stretch, it was more James, than them. So, it's just a tough night.
Calls him out, says, hey, that my team didn't struggle. James struggled. My team didn't struggle. They didn't get a lot of shots. James took the shots. Do you like that from a coach?
Yep.
The honesty, I don't know, dog. I feel like Doc do it too much. Like, I like the honesty, but I feel like Doc do it too much. Like, there's a lot of reports that Muggs don't like Doc Rivers around the NBA.
That could be true, but there's also a lot of Muggs that's not trying to be held accountable either.
That's also true, too.
There's a lot of Muggs that's not trying to be held accountable. Like,
Doc might be a part of an NBA where he can still coach really well and he'll be great, but that I'm not willing to get called out for my BS.
Oh, because it's not. Well, what am I trying to say? This ain't the league from
2000.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole new. You got a whole new crop of players, so it's just like, yeah, I'm not really trying to deal with this right now. I don't care what he's talking about. And this is the thing. This could either work one or two ways. James come out at James balls, but then we've also seen him in the loss. We just lost by 30 to Brooklyn. I'm about to go party with Lil Baby and them real quick.
James is like, I feel like I understand
my
James.
spot.
I understand who James Harden is. I understand what James Harden can do, but James is not a put you over the top player. He's not.
Oh no, because he
You know what
he
James
doesn't
Harden is best,
he
and
doesn't rise to the occasion. When you need him to rise to the occasion, they absolutely got folded by Brooklyn. And then what did he do after the game? We just lost by 30. Mud's going home. You didn't go to the locker room. You went to the club.
yeah.
That just tell you everything you need to know.
And so going into this, the question on the video, does a Bulls rally mean anything at this point? I think it does if you're playing Philly.
Yeah, if you
I
playing
think it
Philly,
does.
yeah.
I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I need to see Boston versus like, who does Boston play tonight? I gotta see who Boston plays tonight because Boston.
This is the thing. I'm not finna summarily dismiss Boston either because of this reason. Miami won that game, but Boston was absolutely right there the entire game.
Yeah,
like if they had Robert Williams, Bam doesn't get 17 points, 14 rebounds, and 8 assists.
Yeah,
you don't do that.
I'll tell you this right here.
And I love them.
Tonight will tell me a lot, right? Because let me see. Never mind. I was gonna say because Miles Turner is down there, but that's not gonna make a difference.
Are they playing the Patriots?
What kids say? James only took 15 shots. I'm not sure he called out Harden. 15 shots for someone of his caliber is a layup. He definitely called out James.
No, he definitely did.
He said James shots. I think he was talking about that specific stretch.
Another thing, AZ, let's be better. Robert Williams has 2.2 blocks.
AZ is just in here. He's our resident Suns troll. I didn't even know we had.
We trolling? All right. I was about hey.
Yeah, I'm saying we always.
I was gonna say
keep one in the chamber. Foul, Suns Nation or whatever y'all call Sun. Sometimes. The interesting thing is, right, if I'm looking at this coming down final stretch and you do play a Boston, not having Robert Williams for them is huge. Now, does it mean that they're still not a really good team, that they haven't kind of gotten it together, that they kind of haven't, you know what I'm saying? Like, that they're not moving in the right direction? Yeah. But not having that guy that can stop you in the middle when we have a guy that can dominate you in the middle. Now, again, right, it's here. It's cerebral for the Bulls. It's cerebral for the Bulls. You still got to go to that guy that can dominate you down low. But I'm sorry, you send Al Horford or Daniel Tice to stop Vucevic. Vucevic can have 40 every night. But it's on the Bulls to go to him. So you have to find a way to make that your norm, right? What I say, when you struggle, you fall back on what you know. What the Bulls know, and what we saw in this game when they were struggling is, hey, let's put up shots. ISO ball. Zach, ISOing, one-on-one, trying to get to the bucket, not getting the call. DeMar, ISOing, trying to get the turnaround, not falling at that point. Heck, even Kobe White. Even Kobe White, right? Like, he was driving to the bucket. Hey, lay.
Yeah, I'm tired of Kobe.
I couldn't get that one. Like it was a lot of ISO. It wasn't until that fourth quarter, and listen, we played them close the whole game. It just didn't feel like it. It wasn't until that fourth quarter where the Chicago Bulls realized, hey, let's go to the big dude down there and keep it going. If they turn that into what we're going to fall back on, then this team is completely different. But right now, what they fall back on is, I want to shoot the ball. I want to get this I want to get this one-on-one. I want to get to the bucket. I'm gonna do it myself. I'm gonna put it on my shoulders. They got to play as a team.
Mm-hmm.
And the one guy on this team that helps them play as a team is the big dude.
And this is the thing, you could tell he wants the ball. Like you could tell he wants you could tell he wants the ball. He know what's up. The thing is, it's like, bro, you would have to get him the ball where he asking for it. Now I would legit, if it's me, I'm getting Vooch at least 10 touches to start the game off. Like nobody else even
I'm giving Vooch as many touches as
touch the ball, dog.
I'm giving Vooch as many touches as he needs until they figure out how to stop him.
Oh no, yeah.
I'm giving.
It was like that last night. He scored what, the first 8, and then it just stopped.
Well, this is the thing too. He fell in love with the jump shot. Like part of it was where they're putting him too. Like you look at it, first play, Vooch underneath, lay, easy bucket. Next play, wide open, disrespectful, pull up, trade, cash. Next play, are we still disrespectful? Pull up, trade, cash. And when you do that, like sometimes Vooch can fall in love with that shot, or they keep putting him out there because he's hitting it. So then Vooch kind of became a jump shooter in the middle. Like Vooch got himself back into it because he started going in the post. But even that, like that's a moment where I don't know who gets credit for it or who doesn't. I don't know. Or if it's players or Billy or whoever it is. But somebody told Vooch at the same time, like it's on Vooch as well. Hey, get in the post. But they run him in the pick and pop so much because he has that shooting ability and because people do sag off of him more out there, that he'll fall in love with the mid-range and the three-point shot when he's in the post. This man shoots like 78%.
Hey, I remember. I don't know if y'all remember this. I think it was in like the Western Conference Finals, like some years back when Powell was playing with Kobe. And that's it. Phil was on the bench, and Powell was playing soft as heck. But I forget the matchup. Phil called the timeout. Powell went over. Phil grabbed him by the jersey. Bro, get in the post. What are you doing? Just hit him in the chest. Bow. Get in the post. They can't touch you. What you doing? What is this? They can't touch you. You know what you're doing. Get that. And I feel like somebody need to come over and kind of do that to Vooch a little bit when he doing that with the jump shot. Yeah. Because it's a reason why they're disrespecting them. 31%. I'm gonna play the percentages.
Yeah, down year.
I'm gonna play the percentages. 31%. I'm gonna play the percentages. Get in the post.
Yeah.
Get in the post. And that's something that DeMar, Zach, even Io to a certain degree, gotta kind of recognize, because this is what you do. You gotta build good habits when you making out a good team, and that right there, that's a good habit to have. Like there's 3 all-stars on the team, use them.
Yeah, I agree with you, man, and we're gonna switch gears a little bit. Still talking about our Bulls, though, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in and rocking with us, man. If y'all in here, hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. We're the only channel talking Chicago sports, how Chicago talks. So make sure that you get in tune with us. I gotta ask y'all, right, as we're coming to the end of this season.
That's good.
We've got 5 games left. Bulls have 4 against playoff teams. They've got 1 against the Timberwolves, who are, what are the Timberwolves now? Are they in the play-in again?
7, yeah.
I don't really care about the Timberwolves. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, by the Timberwolves game, everybody should be locked in. I hope we sit everybody. I'm probably not calling that mug. But do you come in at the end of this season and feel now, because this is the only time you really can tell, that AK's offseason was successful? Do you feel
The
like
Jets offseason was successful?
not just DeMar, but based on the entire team, do you feel like the offseason was successful?
I would say yeah, based off the season that you had last year. I mean, because you always say remember where you were. So I mean, the fact that the Bulls are in this position right now, based off the moves they made, yeah, I would definitely say this was successful. And look, you overachieved a little. You overachieved a little bit. You had the number one seed, and you kept that mug for a little minute too. So I mean, yeah, I would definitely say that it's been successful.
Did we overachieve or did we get hurt?
I think
like there's a big thing. Jaden was good. There's a big thing to say. Like we're looking at this as, hey, these guys are back. They're on the court. They're ready to go. When Patrick Will, I think, said it best out of anybody that, yeah, I wasn't healthy. I just told him I was healthy. I wasn't healthy. Like, do you feel like, and what I mean by that, I'm not saying just look at DeMar, look at Lonzo, you look at Lonzo. Lonzo has been out for most of the season.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like look at how the bench is built out. Look at how the team as a whole is built. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I'm not saying just look at DeMar being amazing and having 50 last night, but look at the structure of the team that AK has built, because this is a completely different team.
No, it's great, and I still think he's not done.
Yeah.
You know, and like Shay said, you know, P Will been out for most of the season. I mean, we know that. You know, I would say it's a little bit of both. I would say it's a little bit of both in my opinion, because after the All-Star break, you know, teams, Tristan said it best, teams start putting their actual defensive game plans together about what they're gonna do. And the Bulls, I would say, like, they haven't quite responded. You know, after the All-Star break, how everybody would have liked, but you know, I still have to say that this season is definitely successful. And I think he's not done. I think I read something the other day on Twitter from Chicago Bulls Talk. They said that AK says he's not done, and the only way they say they trade him Vooch is if they get another All-Star back.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense to me. I wouldn't trade.
They said that they said they're looking into Anthony Davis, Rudy Gobert, and I think they said one other person, but they're not trading Vooch unless they get another All-Star back. Rudy though, I would definitely look into that, because it's something there for that. It's something there for that.
That'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
That's not a maybe.
Up out of there.
Hey, I'm telling you, that's not a maybe. It's something into that. Like the Jazz can legitimately go from, we got a dynamic duo, to legitimately nobody in the span of one off season, just because of what they're doing. So I don't know. But I'm definitely with it.
Hey, listen.
Y'all good on Rook? Stop the cap.
Hey, that's Vern.
Stop the cap.
That's Vern. I'm not. I would. Here's the thing, right? Rudy Gobert this year, if he plays like he did this year, absolutely worth it. Rudy Gobert has been not only an offensive threat, but also the same defensive threat that he's always been, and you have to readjust everything you do around Rudy. But the fact that you can use Rudy in the offensive game, oh, by the way, we got Lonzo Ball, who's going to find a way to try and get him the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like also,
That's what I'm
this
saying.
is the whole thing. That whole article, read the article. I got on Buzz yesterday kind of for it. Read the article before you actually just be like, oh, the Bulls are going after these guys. I mean, they're not. He said they would be looking at guys of this caliber, listed some players' names, and then said, but they'll probably keep Lonzo and Vooch.
Hey, so Damian, I'm gonna tell you.
Hey, man, you gotta ignore the comments.
So not hey, because this actually goes into something that I did want to talk about. So we've been talking about drop defense a lot, and like we don't know how it works, right? So on JJ Redick podcast yesterday, Joel Embiid actually explained it.
Did he explain drop defense?
He actually explained it.
Did he explain why it's stupid?
He said it's actually not stupid. Okay, so drop defense is basically between you basically got your guard and your center. The only thing that you're trying to do is basically make them take a jump shot. A layup or a dunk, that's a no-go. Drop defense is essentially hard for Vooch. We gonna say Vooch because the trick is you can't let the the roadman get past you. But also on top of that, you have to allow enough space for the guard to move, so you don't want to play up too high. That's why Rudy is so perfect, because they went into the defensive player of the year thing, and what Patrick Beverly said and Joel said, it almost always has to go to a center, because the center has to know the plays. He has to know where everybody is, and he has to know like the offensive sets and everything that they're running. Yeah, which means that with Rudy playing that drop defense like that, ain't no lobs getting there. Ain't no lobs getting in, and at minimum, I'm already at the basket for me to get that block, and I'm allowing enough space for whoever's guarding the ball handler to get enough space to make him take that J. So essentially, that you have it.
That makes sense. I mean, it's weird, right? Because it's like,
I think essentially Vooch is just too.
The weird part about Rudy Gobert is I feel like Rudy Gobert is like, seeing him this season and seeing him actually do things offensively, seeing him actually get down in the paint and have a post game, and we knew he could do it on the defensive end. I feel like they're trying so hard to make Donovan the focal point that it comes at a hindrance of Rudy's, maybe what he can do basketball wise, and it comes at a hindrance of the team as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Like Donovan Mitchell absolutely is a bucket, but
it's his shot selection.
Bro, it's awful, and it puts the teams in bad positions.
His shot selection is
you
awful.
Have a big like Rudy Gobert, it's gonna put him in a lot of bad positions. Like he's a big that can get up and down the floor and can defend and stuff like that, but like he's getting good points off of like us snatching down a rebound and putting it back. But he's also getting stuck in a lot of these transition plays where Donovan just runs up, takes a three, that mug bounces out the half court, and now somebody's taking off. You know what I'm saying? And there's a ton of plays like that when you're watching Utah where, like, it's just a shot, go up, boom, ping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, dog. Like, I feel like if Rudy Gobert got out of there, he's 15 and 15 now. If he adds 3 points a game to his average, he's 18.
18 and 15. 18, 15, and 2.5. Oh,
Hey,
that
that's
boy
200
proud.
million. That's
That boy
200
proud.
million. That's worth 200 million in today's NBA. When he was giving you like 11 and 15, yeah, no, I wasn't rocking with that. They paid that man when he was giving you 11 and 15.
I know, absolutely.
Let me see. I'm trying to see what Donovan Mitchell's.
Yeah, and then the other thing, and I'm gonna explain the other half of the drop defense too. While you doing that, so basically, like, he was also saying that when they do that, like little 2-man action, and it's the guard and the center, you don't want the wing defenders to come over and help. You want them to stay over. So anything that you can force, like jump shot wise, is a W. Because if you don't get there, he help, and then you kick out. That's an open 3 every time.
Bro, Donovan Mitchell game by game is that man just be jacking shots, bro. Versus the Bulls, he was 9 for 15 from 3. Versus the Knicks, he was 7 for 12. And then after that, dog, 5 for 15, 3 for 12, 4 for 11. Finally stopped taking threes and still ain't hit one. And then started taking them last night versus the Lakers again and was 4 for 10. It's like, good Lord, dude. 11 for 22, 12 for 20.
And that's the thing. He got a filthy mid-range. The man just don't use it.
Don't use it.
Like, he just don't, like, he got everything in the toilet. Like, that's why, man, oh my God, man, he young D-Wade. Stop.
D-Wade was using that mid-range, bro. It's weird, dog. It's like you see him, and like I feel like Quinn Snyder, I don't think is the right coach for him. But I feel like
Well, one, because he look like Two-Face, but we can't.
I feel like he's a good player that needs a coach to tell him what to do or where to take these shots or when to take these shots. And the fact that he's 6'1" and they essentially run him at the point because he's 6'1", like, it's like, dog, he's not a point guard like that. I don't know, bro. It's Donovan Mitchell's a whole different situation. How did we even get on this? Had a whole conversation on an article that didn't say we were going to bring him back. It's interesting even looking at some of the names that people are talking about replacing Vooch with, right? Shout out to AZ Cards. That some of the people are talking about replacing Vooch with, and I don't think that they give a great amount of production more. Y'all just like seeing defense. Y'all just like to see a dominant defensive center.
Wait, so who did they say?
All the names they were talking about, so it was supposed to be DeAndre Ayton, which I...
Well, no, yeah. Oh, no, yeah. I saw it. It was DeAndre Ayton, AD, Rudy.
And Rudy Gobert. AD ain't healthy enough. Rudy's just a defender that might turn into... He's giving you a little bit more offensively this season, but Rudy's more of a defender. You know why you're getting him. And then Ayton is a guy that can play defense, and
Ayton just not getting paid. Plus, Ayton can't stretch the floor like Vooch can.
That's a weird one, bro.
Like Robert Sarver just will not pay that man. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Get the bag, bro. Like, he really might be. I'm not gonna lie to you. As crazy as it is, right? Rudy really might want out, and Ayton really might leave.
I mean, I'll leave too if you ain't finna.
I feel like Bulls fans are just so used to seeing a defensive anchor in the middle as a center that they're not used to, like, hey, this is what the modern NBA looks like. All these great, like, be real. Joel Embiid focuses more on the offensive end than he does on the defensive end.
And this is the thing, but and it's funny that you say that because he just said when he got drafted, he was legitimately like, I'm gonna be mediocre on offense. I'm trying to make my bone. I'm trying to make my money on defense. Like, and then the weird part about it is, if you look at so JJ and them, they went and looked at the numbers. Per 100 defensive possessions, he's number 4 in the league. Like, by himself is like the best defensive center.
Oh, you talking about Embiid?
Yeah, which is weird. But it's like
he can play defense. The thing I like about Embiid is it's situational for him.
Oh no, it's always situational.
It's all situational for him. He's not trying to do it 48 minutes a game. But the thing that you look at is that you know what he's focusing on. He wants to put 50 on your dome.
Absolutely.
The defense comes in when, hey, we need to stop right here, and I'm not gonna let Giannis dunk this ball. Or, we need to stop. It's all situational now. But I feel like Bulls fans are just like, we just need somebody that's down there and blocking shots away. Like, it's hard for us. I feel like it's hard for Chicago to let go of what we've hung our hat on for so long, even though the evolution of this team or of the leagues is more to the offensive side. We want to hold on to defense so much. I mean, you got to have a guy
that's what the city is built on, though.
Yeah, I get it. And defense is all.
You got to change it.
Defense is a hard work mentality. It's a hard hat and lunch pail. It's fine. But you know what? That's not how the NBA works anymore. Do you have some defensive centers that do a great job? Yeah, they're usually not too good offensively. There's people in here that wanted Miles Turner over Vooch. That man is a solid what?
17 and 11.
You said what?
17 and 11.
17?
But you said Miles Turner? Oh, no, he
Miles
a little
Turner.
bit better than that. But, I mean, but you know what, though? It's credence to Pat Point because it's like this. So yesterday,
this season averaged 12 and 7.
But he was hurt.
Miles Turner last season averaged 12 and 6.
Yeah, 12. Damn, you was huff. I thought you was better than that.
No.
Dang.
This is what I'm saying. Like we get these guys in our mind that are these deep.
Wait, how many blocks did he have?
He be blocking shots. Hey, listen. Here's the thing.
Wait, he was blocking shots?
You want to know why Chicago wants him? Last season, 3.4 blocks a game.
Yeah, okay. Bro, I know I wasn't 20. Hey,
2.8 blocks a game.
His name not in there for no reason.
No. He's a defensive guy. I like Miles Turner, but I'm not naive enough to think that in this NBA, Miles Turner is better than Vooch. Vooch gives you. If you're being real about it, Vooch is an above average defender as a center based on the numbers. But if you watch it, he's just an average defender. He's not a great defender. He's not a terrible defender. He's just average.
I mean, what? He gave you a block and a steal a game.
But if we're looking at who is better, Kid said Sabonis. Hey, Sabonis is a whole different conversation, my boy. That's a whole different conversation.
Sabonis is just
hey.
And this is the deal.
Never sent us Sabonis, though. That's really what it came down to. AK was talking to him. I think P. Will might have been gone in a Sabonis trade. I think AK was talking about trying to get Sabonis here. And he said the trade just fell through. Now, see, here's the difference, right? Here's the difference. Sabonis is a center like now.
Because he's a Jokic type center.
Yeah, but guess what?
He baby Jokic.
Sabonis ain't no great defender either. He's just young.
Jokic ain't.
Sabonis is young Vooch.
Nah, I can't. Nah.
Is he a great defender?
No, he's not a great defender.
He does
He's a way better passer than
he
Vooch,
does
though.
more than Vooch. But see, no, I can't even say that. You know why? Because Vooch makes good passes and nobody knocks down the shots.
That's true too. Hey,
Vooch makes good
all
passes
of these things can
and
be very
nobody
true.
knocks down the shots.
All of these things can be very true.
I'll give you that. Sabonis is Vooch with lateral movement. Hey, but Vooch was out there last night, boy, arms out.
Hey, he was. Hey, I will say on that last possession on Reggie Jackson when he smoked the lay, that man was definitely
right there. Hey, Vooch wasn't getting cooked on defense, man. Hey, this is the thing about Vooch, though. Ain't nobody told Vooch to watch the waist. Vooch don't know nothing about watch the waist, bro. Because you see Vooch moving on every single play. Like any move that Reggie Jackson slightly makes, any head shake, any Vooch's. I'm like, dog, stop moving, Vooch. Stop moving. Like, I get you have to move to be ready. Be on your toes. Lean one way or the other. But, hey, you got to stop doing all the jumping, dog. You going to end up with the So, like, but, like, Chicago wants to hang his hat so bad on defense. We need an interior presence that's going to block shots away. Go draft one. Y'all want to know why we were okay with trading Bobby Portis? Because we had drafted Daniel Gafford. Y'all want to know why we were okay with trading away Taj?
Bobby Portis the next KG?
Jalen, that's about the dumbest thing ever. I'm going to attribute it to maybe he was drunk at that point.
Yo, Bobby the next KG?
That was such a terrible take.
Oh man.
You have to look at like the guy we want, you can go get easily in the second round.
Mm-hmm.
It's not hard. Why did we get rid of Taj Gibson? Because we had Bobby Portis. Why we get rid of Bobby Portis? Because we had Daniel Gafford. That dude is findable. You don't get rid of a big man like this. If you want to bring age into it, where he's at, okay, let's let him actually be bad at basketball before we start doing that. It's so weird to me. Even with like the Bears, bro, it's just like, hey, I feel like with the Bears fans are finally coming around. But it was for so long, it was, you don't have a dominant defense, you're not going to do anything in this NFL. If you don't have a dominant defense, listen, Tom Brady can't do nothing. If you put him on his butt, you want to talk about all these great it used to irritate my soul because all it was if you hit the quarterback, then he's not going to be able to deliver the football, and that's going to mean, man, shut up. You got to hit him. Y'all act like it's not 5.
And it's the thing though, you can't really do that now because if you look at all the QBs in the league now, they're using their feet. So the league is getting more offensive minded.
Yeah.
So it's like now, as you really trying to be stuck there, or you trying to, at some point you gotta evolve. Like I'm not rocking with Miles Turner because Miles Turner even said himself he wants the trade so he can be a defensive center.
Yeah.
So maybe that 12 and 6 is cut as a bonus because he just wanted to play center completely. That was the thing. He wanted his own role. That was reported at the trade deadline. I'm with that. I'm with it. But he can't And look, I don't know Buddy stats off rip because I don't watch their games. But I also know that's what he said. I ain't know Buddy was out like that. But if you say he wants the role,
he had one season where he averaged 14 points a game, 14.7 rebounds, 2 blocks. I can draft that, and it can have an immediate impact. You know who could turn into that? In the second round, you're going to have to develop his post game a little bit. Go get Kofi Coburn.
Hey, and this
What's
the
his
thing.
talent? 7 feet tall, block shots. Okay.
And this the thing. He could legit Kofi Coburn.
I give him his Coburn from now on.
I think
Might be a bull.
I just think you don't want to be saying you know what on the stream, but all right.
Hey, don't bother me, my boy. It make everybody else uncomfortable. I know how to.
All he got to do is do this. Like Roy Hibbert used to go straight up. This all he got to do. Like Roy Hibbert was legitimately the best at that. Like he wasn't moving him.
Roy Hibbert is the reason right now that Frank Vogel don't use centers. That man Roy Hibbert stressed out Frank Vogel so much, bro. It's not even funny. But it's just something that like I've always looked at it like this dude is what about this dude can't we get? And that's a fact.
I'm still trying to figure out why they want AD.
His name is Cockburn because he's from the town.
Like I just feel like that's
really is he from the town? Big Packer fan out there.
I feel like that's the dumbest thing ever, though.
Is he really from the town?
This man only what played 68 games once in his career. Well, not my fault. Twice.
Who, AD?
Yeah.
I mean, AD down in New Orleans was a different animal, and AD in the playoffs down in New Orleans was a different animal. And if he,
they was mad nice. They was mad nice.
When Boogie got hurt, right?
That Boogie AD combo was
Boogie AD combo was ridiculous, and when Boogie got hurt, that's really what hurt them in the playoffs because it was Rondo, Boogie, and AD. That mug was freaky.
Nah, because they said, bro, I really think they could have got to the West Finals, bro, because they slid past Portland. They slid past Portland.
Hey, and this is a fact too. If he will finally evolve, we straight. Guess what? We got Miles Turner.
Oh no, that's a fact.
Y'all see that block last night?
No, that block was crazy.
I see that block. No, he did.
See, this is the thing. But this is why I
came
say
back down and dunked on the other end.
But see, that's why I keep saying I'm not finna give up on someone like he played 5 games. Like he said himself, this still feel like game 5 to him.
Yeah. Like
if he evolved and mugged like LeBron and all these other people was talking about something, hey bro, this man got Kawhi tendencies. He might not be Kawhi, or he may be better than Kawhi. Why would you trade that for right now?
I don't even think listen, the Kawhi comparison or tendencies, whatever it is, sure, great. Like I've told y'all, we got to stop with the, hey, we're going to compare somebody to the best who's done it in the league.
I just want him to be himself, though.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always weird, though. Like, people come in and it's like, hey, this guy's a Kobe Bryant type player. And it's like, okay, could we not compare him to the dude with 5 championships? You know what I'm saying? Like you, it's so wild to me whenever I see that, bro. It's just like, yeah, man, he's coming into the league straight out of Auburn here, young fella. Reminds me a lot of Charles Barkley. Why? Well, you know, they got that Auburn connection, so they both went to Auburn. That's why he reminds you of Charles Barkley. Okay. Like, it blows my mind. You know how many
Lamar, are you talking about Murphy?
You know how many Jordans there's been?
What?
Am I mistaken? Wasn't Andrew Wiggins supposed to be Canadian Jordan? Wasn't that a thing?
Yes, sir. My man's had his own shoe deal.
He was supposed to be.
My man was out there. Are you talking about Valanciunas? Valanciunas?
No, Valanciunas madness. I rock with Valanciunas.
No, Valanciunas good. Yeah, no, my man's Andrew had his own shoe deal.
Fam, he was Canadian Jordan. Harold Miner was baby Jordan.
Hey, Ricky, hey, absolutely. That was calling that man the Maple Mamba.
Maple Mamba. The Maple Mamba, bro. Like, bro, what are we doing, bro? We gotta stop doing, and we do it every single time. Every player that comes into the draft, you got to compare. And listen, I'm fine with you comparing them to players, right? But let's compare them to players that are really nice players in the league, that are maybe star level players in the league that ain't legends. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody come in, like, and it's about how you say it. It's hey, this guy has Kawhi tendencies. It's very different than this guy can be the next Kawhi Leonard.
Hey, and that's the thing. I'll give a perfect example. Brandon Ingram got KD tendencies. KD said that.
Brandon Ingram has KD tendencies. Yes, Brandon Ingram is KD though.
Brandon Ingram is not KD.
You know what I'm saying? Does he have KD? He has KD tendency, or more so, he has KD.
No. KD said it himself. It's like looking in the when he watched Brandon Ingram, it's like looking in the mirror. That does not mean Brandon Ingram is Kevin Durant.
It's so wild, dog. And you see him, and see, this is the thing, right? Because that's what killed him. That's what killed Brandon Ingram for so long with the Lakers. I thought Brandon Ingram was trash.
With
the Lakers, he was.
Oh no, yeah, he was.
Except for that little stretch right before he got traded.
Hey, he had that little 17 a game, and we just knew he was going to do something after that.
You know what I'm saying? Traded. Clean to New Orleans. That's right.
That man put up that 22, and it was
Eddie Curry was going to be baby Shaq. Like we gotta stop doing it. It's the most wild thing that we see fans do, or this. It's not even just the fans; the analysts do. Like really, if you had told me, like this is the thing, compare him to somebody that they can do better than. You compare him to whatchamacallit, to Luol Deng. I'm like, okay, that's a really nice player. If he does better than Luol Deng, guess what? Hey, he's still got them tendencies. He's got Luol Deng tendencies, but he's a better Luol Deng. You compare him to Kawhi that just won a ring for a country. Now everybody, he's Kawhi Leonard. He's going to be Kawhi Leonard. He's going to be Kawhi. Get out of here, bro. It's the dumbest thing that we do every single year. It's the dumbest thing that we do every single year.
But even they said Andre Iguodala, ESPN thought Andre Iguodala was going to be that's the other AI. That's going to be the next AI. He's up.
Why?
I specifically remember.
I'll tell you exactly why. Because his name was Andre Iguodala. So it was easy to say AI. I ain't gonna lie to you. AK-47 was a bucket.
Nah, AK-47.
AK-47 was a bucket. Andre Kirilenko was a different man.
Yeah, if you wasn't playing with them jazz teams on 2K, you was lying.
Yeah, them jazz teams, boy. Kirilenko had that strap. My dad texted me. Shout out to Pops for listening. Said in the playoffs, defense still matters. A big steal, big block at a crucial time is worth as much as a big shot. I 100% agree with you. But you have to have that guy on the team, and I can draft that guy. I can find
it. I find it funny that y'all talking about all these pieces, and then watch AK just pull a rabbit out of nowhere and get.
Man, AK, I really think AK finna pull a big name this offseason.
Jokic.
I don't know about Jokic. European players are pretty loyal. European players don't move. Y'all remember, like, Vooch was crying when he came here from Orlando.
Yep.
Like European.
I mean, I don't think he's gonna leave. I don't think he's gonna leave, but that would be wild though. It's credence to what you're saying though, because
Jokic would be the first European player that left without being traded, probably.
True.
Or like the team didn't want to re-sign him. Like they are extremely loyal, bro. because they view it the same way that they view playing for country.
And listen, the crazy part about it is
to be like the only player that was like, nope, I'm done here. I'm getting out of here.
Giannis. When he says stuff like that, that just always bring me back to stories of like European players and what they was doing. Like Giannis gave his first couple of game checks to his family. He was hitching rides with randoms to get to the game. Like mugs ain't like those type of mugs. Like nah, they loyal to their organization for a reason.
Don't let Isaiah Thomas tell you that Giannis isn't European. So
I feel like I met all the criteria to be selected.
What criteria?
And
you know what criteria you didn't meet? That anybody liked you. The best thing from this year, I'm not gonna lie to you, is at the All-Star game when Giannis came through and what's his name? When Isaiah Thomas came through and Magic and Michael were standing together and Isaiah Thomas comes shake Magic's hand and Magic's like, yeah, cool, yeah, good to see you, yeah. And Isaiah Thomas walk away and then that mug lean up. I don't know what Jordan said to him, but he was just like, hey, he ain't say nothing to me. And they just both bust out laughing like, man, they don't stop crying over there. Like, how y'all still got real beef?
Bro, y'all not even in the list.
I met the criteria to be chosen, but I wasn't selected. What criteria?
Nobody likes you.
Right here, my boy.
Oh my God.
So it's interesting, dog. Like I always laughed at that, bro. Hey, it's guys like Isaiah Thomas that let me know.
He the only one that's still mad about that.
It's guys like Isaiah Thomas being commentators that let me know that I got a future in this business. You don't gotta be great.
That man is absolute cheese.
You gotta be all right. I guess playing for the Pistons and winning championships make a difference for him. But some of these must be out there just saying anything, bro, and they just be letting them get away with it. That must be killing me.
Perkins. And right. It'll be a lot of them know. Everybody had their day.
What?
Everybody had their day. ESPN be seeming like they'll be having a lot of slow days, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, ESPN stay having slow days, bro.
Some of the topics.
Hey, listen, it's a lot of slow days out there. We do this. Whatchamacallit? Okay, so you can't really consider him European. What are we talking about? What is going on in the chat?
Well, who are we talking about?
Let's talk about Giannis, the dude that grew up in Greece.
Giannis doesn't. Are we really talking about Giannis right now?
We really saying Giannis isn't European, the dude that grew up in Greece?
Okay. Anyway.
That's such a weird. I've seen that too. I've seen that where like mugs aren't giving the both his parents are Nigerian. What's that got to do with you grew up at? My dad's Italian, my mom's black. I'm American. Like,
what?
What are we talking about? It's the country you're from. Like, your ethnicity and where you're from are two different things. He's European born. I don't know. All right. Hey, man, we gonna keep it pushing, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us as always, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports weekly. As we were breaking down Isaiah Thomas, I think it's a good way to segue into this, man, because I wanted to have this conversation based on what we saw in that Bucks-Nets game last night.
I've been waiting on this. I've been waiting on this.
And here's the thing. If it is the case, that's fine. But just like, let's own up to it. Let's stop with the tippy toe and sidestep and all of that. Are the Milwaukee Bucks becoming the modern day bad boys?
Yep.
Are the Milwaukee Bucks becoming the modern day bad boys? What I mean by that is, and I got to go back and look through.
Are they dirty?
But there's multiple plays where Giannis has done something questionable. Of course, Grayson Allen. We saw Chris Middleton last night snatching Brown to the ground. Last year in the playoffs, running under Kyrie off of the layup. They've had incidents in the past where, wasn't it when they were playing Kyrie in the playoffs, somebody stepped under him?
Yup, somebody stepped under him. You had the incident last night.
There's
when
been
they was playing Miami, legitimately, Giannis legitimately elbow dropped Jimmy Butler in the back.
Oh, I ain't see that one. See, that's a whole different one.
That was at the end of the game when we was in the chat and I was hot.
Oh yeah.
We was in the chat and I was hot, and me, you and Jimmy was in that day. Yeah. So it was a foul. Yes.
Yeah, it was a foul. Yeah, I remember that. yeah, I ain't think about that one.
Like, bro, he legitimately just elbow dropped that man in the back. Are we gonna get him the ball? How?
But here's the thing, right? How many times?
How is PJ Tucker dirty? Explain.
I don't know. PJ probably did something. How many times have we had this conversation around the Bucks? Here's Jay.
You came in just for this, Jay. All right.
I knew he was in here. Shout out to J Mart, man. No, how many times have we had this conversation around the Bucks?
But we've been having this for what, a year and a half now?
We've been having this for about 2-3 years. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the thing. Like, it's not me. And here's the thing: if you're with the bad boy Pistons, nobody called the bad boys dirty. They just said they played harder than everybody else. They said that they did call them dirty. I ain't gonna say that. They called them dirty. But even that, if you're dirty, guess what? We're dirty and we won 2 championships. How many Isaiah Thomas got?
2.
2, right? We're dirty and we won 2 championships. Who cares?
Back to back.
My thing is, let's own it. The bad boy Pistons own that John. You come over here, you gonna get hit.
We finna clothesline you. What's up?
You get hit. You know it's coming. Y'all know it's coming. What I don't like is that like Bucks fans and the Milwaukee Bucks even somehow are just, oh, it wasn't intentional.
It never happened.
I didn't mean to do. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Own it.
Because that play last night.
Guess what?
That play last night, that was that.
They still the NBA champ. I don't care what nobody say. You can't change my mind and tell me Chris Middleton that wasn't a dirty play.
But look though, it was legit the same play, but there was just that it was a 1-on-1.
It was the same play, except he went over there and he was like, "Are you okay?" Like, no, I'm not okay. You just slammed me.
He did the same. It was like legit the same. He fell on the wrist, clutched it, and went back down the court. Like you can't keep doing this. And then I say, okay, maybe. Like it's not a maybe at that point.
And that's the thing. I'm not begrudging it, right? I want somebody that's gonna fight on my team. I want somebody that's gonna fight on my team. Shy Northside said that was a close game. That foul was preventing an easy layup. I could see a flagrant attack, but the ejection was successful. Absolutely not.
He caught him in mid-air and what?
If Brown doesn't slow down, that doesn't happen. So now it's on Brown. Brown's trying to get the take foul, and one. Like we got to think about this from a hooper's standpoint. Maybe everybody don't hoop, but you got to think about this from a hooper's standpoint, and also the fact that it's not the 90s anymore. Like in the 90s, you could legitimately clothesline somebody, and they would be like, "Hey, get up, Bill, run down the court." But it seems like last night was absolutely a dirty play. And also running under Giannis. Or not running under
running under KD. Yeah.
Hey, how many times y'all gonna run under somebody's ankles? Like y'all hoop. Y'all know
Yeah.
this. You know, like you give people space to land so that they don't roll their ankles.
And look, and I agree with that because he had no time to even get back to where KD was at.
Play.
Like he wasn't even like he came from all the way legitimately from the top of the key, almost seeing KD get the ball. I'm finna
He
do
was out of
this.
play, trying to get back into it late, and KD comes down, lands right on his foot, rolls his ankle again. And I'm not. Here's the thing. I feel like Muzz are like, being a dirty team. Dirty teams win championships sometimes. I don't care if my team plays dirty. You know why? Because guess what? Oh, they play dirty. Are we winning an NBA championship? Do I like that KD stuck his foot under Kyrie like that? No. From a Hooper standpoint, that's dirty. But guess who made it to the NBA Finals?
And look, we just want the Bucks fans to acknowledge it.
I did that. That's the thing, right? It's the defense of it.
Just acknowledge it.
It's the defense of it. It's like, no, fam, they defended Grayson Allen. They're defending Chris Middleton. They defended Giannis stepping under Kyrie. Both times. They defended. They'll defend yesterday. Now, yesterday's versus KD, I guess you can defend that a little more. Like, those at least are more defensible because it is.
Bruce Brown, no. I ain't got no room for that.
Ricky Fontaine said Jalen Rose admitted that he hurt Kobe in the finals.
I ain't see that.
I didn't see that either. I'm gonna be honest with you. When did Jalen Rose play Kobe in the final? Oh, Pacers? Had to be Pacers, right?
Yeah, it was the Pacers. Yeah.
Had to be Pacers. I was trying to remember when Jalen Rose was in the finals.
I mean, now if you get an 81 dropped on your head and then he tried to do that.
Kobe's ankle. Okay, yeah. Hey, but that's the thing. Like, he owning it. You know why? Because I'm trying to win a championship. At least if you stand behind it, I'll be like, hey, listen, now we know how to play you. Now we know it's gonna be chippy. Now we know we're gonna be fighting this mug out.
Okay, but listen, Smitty, that was on him. He just turned his ankle. Nobody did nothing dirty. He just turned his ankle that time.
Dude, were Miami fans cool when Giannis got his ankle rolled?
Like, we ain't never did nothing to nobody. He just got his ankle rolled up that day.
What did he do? What did he do?
Because first of all, let's get something clear. Y'all was already down 3-0.
Yeah, I think he's a Bulls fan.
And that man turned his ankle. And then now you trying to come on, I can't give you that.
Now y'all do got
he did not get stepped under.
Giannis. No, that's the knee injury from last year. Hey, when you look up Giannis injury, the first ones that come up are what should we call it? Kyrie. Giannis injuries, him hurting Kyrie. Game 4 versus the Heat. Let me see what we dealing with here. Hold on, let me cut the volume off on this, John. I just want to see because I haven't seen the play. Well, I'm sure I've seen the play, but I haven't seen it in a while. No, that's not dirty. He was running into him. That was a horrible comparison, Smitty. He actually just stepped on his foot as he was trying to run through somebody. That's not even that was normal basketball movement. I don't even know how he did that, if I'm being honest with you. It's more impressive that Giannis actually rolled his ankle. You only cry about it when it happens to your team. Not really. I'm looking at it from last night.
No, because the whole league got grievances. Whole league got grievances.
Last night. The Bulls didn't play last night. And here's the thing. If you are, you are. If you are, you are. If you're a team that's gonna play a little, Sam, outside the lines of what's okay. Okay.
And look, even the Pistons fans from that era tell you, yeah, we was dirty.
Yeah, you know how
The fans will tell you that was dirty.
they was gonna put you on your butt. My point is, if I got Rodman, I don't care that's part. I don't care. That's part of the game. Okay, but what I'm saying is, you got to own up to that. You got to be on board with that. You know what I'm saying? Like you,
Hey, because if we
you
just
got to
started
ride.
hurting
I ride
people,
with it. Hey, listen, Dennis Rodman absolutely got some dirty plays. Dennis Rodman snatched people out the air while on the Chicago Bulls. You know why? Because we was trying to win 6 championships. It worked out.
I would say half of that is true. I really just don't feel like they didn't like Isaiah.
Mr. T says, Bad Boys got 2 rings from playing dirty, but destroyed their reputation. Isaiah didn't make the dream team because of it. Isaiah didn't make the dream team because him and Michael got like city beef.
Connor, that's a fact.
Like he don't know, bro. Don't believe nothing that's in the chat today, bro.
Oh man, damn, I forgot, bro.
Bro, it is April 1st. You got to fact check everything before you believe anything that is in the chat. Name some Y guys, some guys you consider dirty players outside of Grayson Allen. Oh, Grayson Allen's absolutely a dirty player, but that don't mean you can't have a dirty culture. You know what I'm saying? Grayson Allen is absolutely a dirty player, but that don't mean you can't have a dirty culture. I'm not saying that Giannis is intentionally or is always dirty, or that Chris Middleton is always dirty, or if, you know what I'm saying? We got breaking news here. Hold on, do I got to get a breaking news sounder up here? I don't see a tweet from Baki. Let me see what we got going on here. Wow. All right, let me get the music up. That's from Ken Rosenthal. Hold on, give it a sec. Give it a sec here as we got Ringo back in him.
Yeah, nah, that's true. That's true.
Oh, we got breaking news. The Chicago White Sox have traded Craig Kimbrell to the Los Angeles Dodgers for A.J. Pollock.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at that. I'm really not.
I'm not mad at it because, wow.
Y'all wasn't using them right anyway.
Pissing me off. Tony was pissing me off with that, dog. Tony was pissing me off with that.
Y'all was killing them, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all was killing them.
I mean, hey, listen. We were asking consistently, what the heck is this outfield going to look like? Now you know. I mean, we spent how long asking what this outfield's going to look like? Now, the question I will say is that all we got? Because let's be real. I love A.J. Pollock. Nice.
Nah, it was a straight up deal. No money, no nothing.
That's tough. I like Pollock, bro, but let's be real. He's 34.
He what? Well, he had 297 last season.
Yeah.
You
got a guy that can hit. I'll give you that.
21 home runs.
You need that consistency in the lineup, especially with how the bats disappeared last season. Coming in with championship pedigree already. Yeah, 34 though.
I guess.
Well,
what did Tim Anderson get suspended for?
Last season.
Oh.
Finishing out how something that happened from last season.
I mean, I really hope I really hope the Sox make a run. Cause Even though I like Clown and Pat because they so good just to lose.
We got more news out here. The Chicago White Sox have also agreed to terms on a 1-year deal for Lucas Giolito for 2022, so he will avoid arbitration. Hey, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how you. Yeah, when he bumped that umpire last season, we got suspended for. That's how you. That's how you keep your players that you like. That's how you keep your players that you like. How's Javi? Oh, I'm sorry. At least y'all still got Rizzo. Oh,
like I said.
I'm sorry.
Like I said, he can do this now. But they're gonna win about 90, 95 games just for them to lose in the playoffs.
How's Chris Brown? God, happens. It happens.
Hey, real quick though, while we on this, I do gotta ask this question.
Let's do it.
So a spring training game is now 7 innings.
Yes.
How did the Washington Nationals put up 29 runs and they did not stop the game?
Nobody cares.
Like,
hey, I'm gonna tell you this right now.
I get 29 put.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I didn't know the Washington Nationals scored 29 runs until you told me just now. Nobody cares about spring training in baseball.
Yeah, like it was. Man, when I seen that, like they came across the screen, and I'm just like, wait, what? That actually happened? And I'm like, what? Ain't spring training like 7 innings?
Nobody cares,
like,
bro. The reason y'all haven't really heard us talking nothing about the White Sox and nothing like that, because like nobody cares.
The season ain't started.
Nobody cares about preseason or spring training. Nobody cares about like yeah, there's some offseason moves, but unless there's like major juicy news, like who cares?
Like,
baseball has made itself uninteresting to the masses, so why would I bring it to it?
And then
I love baseball. I could talk baseball all day. We could talk Sox, we could talk Cubs, we could talk whatever you want to talk. We could talk Yankees if you want to.
That mess. Then what else? Oh, then it was that they trying to do that Generation X home run derby thing too, which I think that's stupid. But
what is that?
It's supposed to be something between like, so you get like the rookies that's coming up, content creators, and like I guess like some of the clubs, and it's gonna be like home runs hit throughout the season.
Yeah.
You know, like the amount of money that they put in, and then when they get to like the actual like home run derby, like whoever, like whatever you know, player I think that the kids pick, they gotta do it. I don't know. It was they all over the place with it.
The Sox breaking all kind of news today. This one not in the positive. Garrett Crochet likely to need Tommy John surgery.
Yep.
So again, the White Sox pitching staff taking a hit. And I mean, he was gonna be a big part of what you were doing this year.
Nah, that right there, that sucked. I'm cool with Kimbrel, but that hurt.
I mean, that's huge, dog. This was supposed to be the year where he takes that step. This was supposed to be that year where he takes that step. Now, sucks.
Mid-season. Look. My loyalty to New York is the Giants, and that's how far that runs. I'm not a Yankee fan. Kid is the Yankee fan.
Kid is definitely a Yankee fan.
Well, Kid claimed me a Yankee fan, but he like Javi.
Kid
I
don't
don't
really
know.
watch baseball. That's the thing.
I don't know what's going on with that.
I'm pretty sure the first baseball games Kid watched last year was when the Yankees got smoked in their first 2 games of the playoffs, and then that's probably the last games that Kid watched last year.
Hey, that man's.
Dog, the
I
White
love baseball, dog.
I love baseball too, but I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, I really feel like the decision to hire Tony La Russa has backfired on this team because of what we thought would be the one thing Tony La Russa would be good at, and it's because of the management of this pitching staff and how they move guys out.
I know it's not. I told you he was gonna get under that Joe Madden. Joe be hitting you with the, hey, you got a no-hitter through 5, time to go.
Nah, he's not even really like that with it. Like, I feel like sometimes he'll let you go too long. I feel like when he does make the decision, right? It's like, hey,
Hey, Desmond, you funny for that, bro.
you say Kid look like a Yankees fan and a low-key Giants fan. He definitely ain't a Giants fan. I'll tell you that much. He's definitely not a Giants fan.
Hey, I'll tell you this, though. If Daniel Jones come out killing, the first thing he's going to say,
he's going to say it's top
if
5.
the Bears would have did this with Mitch, we would.
Kid is definitely going to support the Daniel Jones development train. You know what's wild, right? In football, Kid is literally the development guy. Hey, you got to let him develop. You got to let him. Hey, you got to give him time. You got to give
In
him.
basketball, he be cutting that boy off at the
He be
knees.
like, he was trash when he was born.
I told you he had 2 left feet.
Why can't that man figure it out? He had starter minutes, yeah, but his team was terrible.
Hey, it is kind of weird that he liked that though, because he definitely he definitely be on the whole. We're gonna develop you on football, but as soon as basketball roll around, that man be cutting them off at the knees clean.
Right. But only with people not on the Bears. I like. I'm absolutely not that guy.
You are though.
Chad, is there some Cap in here? What's going on here?
Somebody called Cap. Somebody got the
Cap
number
or
for
no
Cap.
Is that Cap or no Cap? We got to bring that one back right there. Feels a little cappy to me.
Hey man, so somebody got the number for Cap in the chat.
In basketball, you get more opportunities. Yeah, you do. It still doesn't mean you don't.
So I'm not the only one. Make season as a Giants fan.
It still doesn't mean you don't have to develop. Hey man, I just hope my White Sox. I mean, listen, no, it ain't. I hope. Hey, this is a World Series of bust year.
You think they're going to the series?
You got to.
I don't know, dog. If you look at the moves Atlanta made, like getting rid of Freddie Freeman, but then you turn around and then you get who did they just pick up? Like, bro, they out here making moves, bro. They out here making major moves, bro.
I agree with you. Hey, listen, the Twins are making moves. I'm more worried. Forget Atlanta. I'm worried about what's happening in my division. I'm worried about what's happening in my division. We already struggle to beat the Twins all the time.
Hey, but I was gonna say Minnesota is like legitimately y'all arch nemesis.
Yeah, they really are. I hate the Twins. I really do. I hate the Twins more than I hate the Tigers. And y'all know I got smoke for all Detroit.
Wait, why do you hate the Twins more than you hate the Tigers?
Because we can't beat the Twins. My entire life, the Chicago White Sox have always struggled against the Twins. Going back to the 90s, the Chicago White Sox have always struggled against the Twins. No matter what. And so, like,
let me look this up real quick. Hold up.
Bro, look it up, bro.
Hold on. Wait, what's the wait, nah, this is gonna be cold. Wait, tell me so you know the series record all time? I
I mean,
guarantee you.
all time is tough because I mean you talking about going back. Baseball been around for a long time, dog. Let's see. As we coming down to the fight. Good Lord. Hey, this is such a baseball website, too.
The last 3 seasons.
Hold up.
Yeah, I mean, the last 3 seasons, this tied 24-24.
Hold up. I'm trying to see. Is this just versus bro? That's such a baseball website. I pull up a
Hey, wait, time out mid-season. Torrey Hunter was a dog, though.
Torrey Hunter was a dog. He used to be killing us.
Torrey Hunter was cold. Torrey Hunter was cold.
Listen. So since 2007, hey, that's a lot of games, bro. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Just looking at this, I don't see a lot of Chicago White Sox consistently. From 2010 to 2011, they beat us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times in a row. Bro, I hate
every time, man.
The Sox got a better record for the last 3 years at 18 and 11. That's it. I hate the Minnesota Twins.
Dog, hey, that's worse. That's worse though. Hey, so from 07 up until that point, hey, we playing the Sox. Easy work.
That's so weird, bro. It says it's from 07, but it's like it doesn't give you the full record from 07. I was trying to find this. It only gives me the last 3 years. Fam, baseball stat stuff like it's so weird, bro. It's so weird.
Torrey Hunter used to beat on the White Sox like Albert Pujols used to beat on the cut. No, that's facts. Albert was killing us, but we just.
Let's see. His stat muse gonna hit. The Twins have a record, so we've actually beat them more all time. As we coming down the final stretch, man, we appreciate y'all from so the last 10 years. For the last 10 years, shout out to StatMuse. For the last 10 years, the Minnesota Twins have a record of 93 and 87 versus Chicago White Sox between April 1st, 2012 and April 1st, 2022. Let me see if they'll do 20. Let's see how good StatMuse is.
The Twins are the Cardinals to the Sox.
In the last 20 years, they have a record of 194 and 171 against the White Sox. Now, I know that sounds close, right? I know that
that's what it's not.
But it's about how many times in a row they would beat us. Legitimately, they would beat us like 7, 8 times.
Hey, let me see what the Twins roster looking like. Hello.
I hate the Minnesota Twins.
Hold on, bro. Now I gotta go see what that roster looking like.
Doggone Twinkies out here. The last 25 years, they got a record of 228 and 203 over the White Sox.
Oh, snap. I forgot. They got. Hey, hold on, though.
Hey, my dad said, we got this. Don't worry about the Twins. No.
Hey, wait a minute. Time out. So, they got Carlos Correa.
Yes, bro.
They got Carlos Correa, Gary Sanchez, Gio Urshela. They got Sonny Gray. Oh, yeah.
Yes, bro. They got a whip.
No, this a cut. They got a whip. They got Kenta Maeda. Byron Buxton always been cold.
Every time I get
Chris Archer.
Bro, they got
Miguel Sano. Jorge Polanco. Come on, dog. What? They got Joe Smith?
Bro. And this is the thing, right? And this is the thing. Whether the Twins are good or bad, and they've been bad in that span, they still end up beating us sometimes, bro. Like, it makes me so mad, bro.
I'm not going to lie. They got a squad right now.
Like, at least when the Tigers was good and the Sox were good, like, it's like, all right, they're going back and forth, and it's Detroit versus Chicago. This is what it's supposed to be. It irritates me so much to lose to Minnesota. I don't know. Hey, but I'll say this. I'm glad that there's competition in the division.
Nah, yeah, fine.
Now you're going to see if you actually can get it done. Now I got a Kirby Puckett signed baseball sitting right there. Now you're going to see if you actually can get it done, right?
I ain't
Now
gonna
you're gonna
lie.
see if you
It's gonna be a mad good game.
well, now you're going to see if you can beat good talent within the division. So that's really what it comes down to. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with
I
us.
can't wait for this.
God doggone Twins, man. I can't stand them mugs, bro. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. We also we'll be back Monday morning breaking down the Bulls versus Miami Heat game because we finna smoke them up. But
Four of them things.
hey, it'll hurt if y'all lost now. I ain't gonna lie to you. It would hurt if y'all lost now. Heading in, and y'all actually need the positioning because y'all not tanking no more. Hey man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us as always, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. We'll be back live Saturday for the Bulls versus Heat game. We'll also have content dropping throughout the day, so make sure you get in tune with that as well. As always, man, it's your boy Pat the Designer, joined by the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Ringo J. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Peace.